the Politricks watch. This is Sir P. Now, today I'm going to be talking about the whole, the whole noise surrounding Prime Minister Umbre announcing, saying, politicians, I get big pay rise. I call it nice because that's all it is. Just nice. Before I'm going further, we have 2 Patreon birthday shout out today. First one goes out to SP. Patreon squad. SP. Been with us from Wapikil Pill up. Right. Long time loyal member of the Patreon squad, loyal member of the movement. Right. SP, big up yourself. Right. Enjoy your day to the fullest. Don't know it already. Right. Wish you all the best life of the offer. Right. Live long and prosper. See, you don't know our thing already. Right. Link up more time and all of one reason. Right. So SP, right. Big up yourself. Ratings to the max. Next up we have Mr. Mahoney. Right. You know them? Hear them name there? Mahoney. Right. Anybody you know them last name there? Right. You know what I say? Right. A big name that when people hear Mr. Mahoney I come. Right. Call Mr. Mahoney. Right. Them a look for see a big checkbook pull out. Right. Everton, Mahoney, big up yourself. You know say, right, in the early 40s. Now one time that was considered old. Who remember that? Who remember one time in the 40s that sound like it is well old? Right now, 40s a young boy age. Life just a start. Everton, big up yourself. Right. Hope you see 40 more. Minimum. Right. Big up yourself, big up your family. See? Enjoy yourself to the max. Make a move into the video. As me say, the noise surrounding politician pay is just that. Nice. The Ironman public, when it comes down to them politicians, you have to deal with it like how, you have a man and a woman and you see, then cuss and then go on the most way and, the woman call and tell her, say, that's it, but they want to see you again. And then you hear say, hit that and when you look, right, next week, then good again. Right. So Ronnie go take a side. Right. She cuss him and say, Carlton a dirty man and me hate him. And go take side and say, yeah man, Carlton infidel. And the next thing you know, she and Carlton good again. I know you look like a fool. Because 2 of them lie down on a pillow talk and laugh off for you. As the Ironman public see them field politicians, PNP and JP. So this is why when time I see them claim say them have uproar. Me not too. Just like how me run a people relationship. You see me not to run in between lovers because them are lovers. Right? And then soon good again. But nevertheless, I'm talking about this. Trending topic. Because that's what it is. The latest trending topic. Like how, from time to time, somebody who's popular lose their life and it's the biggest thing in the Ironman. Everybody's against crime for like 3 days. Then back to the foolishness. Supporting their city. Or when time you come out say you see them both get scammed and everybody against fraud and scamming and financial fraud for like 3-4 days, then back to loving the chopper them and loving, people who quote unquote beat the system and chat the line and figure out this and broke the honey and broke the footy and all kind of style. Just trending topic. Nobody really cares. Because when people really care about something and really tell us something, they make changes. Right. I want to see the changes. Everybody wants change, but nobody don't want change. Everybody wants the changes, but nobody don't want change. So, Prime Minister Umbre and him friend them, him colleagues and him squaddy them give themselves a pay rise. Now, this might shock you, but my thing already from day one. Right. I don't follow crowd, right, and I don't work with popular opinions. Right. I am all for politicians being paid decently. Right. The only caveat I have to that is that I always think it should be right, on a results basis. Right? Yes. Results basis. It's like how people have targets in this industry and targets in a football manager have targets or want you to reach top 10 or this or that. And want you to, for example, if you're working certain industry, they want you to generate this amount of revenues, right, within this quarter, and then you get this amount of bonus. Right. You get murders under 1,000, you get an extra this. If you reduce inflation by this percentage over this amount of time, you get this. Right. I would be all for a system like that. I do not. I'm just being honest. I don't. It's kind of hard for me to get worked up for people's pay. Period. It's pocket watching, and that was one of the first things I was started as a youth. Right. Don't watch people's pocket. But I've always said, right, I'm all for politicians being paid on a results basis. So when me see I'm a politician getting them pay rising, right, that in itself is not an issue for me. It's more for the fact that I'm kind of ask the question, for what? Like what? It's almost like you're rewarding mediocrity. I don't know. The idea of the romantic peasant who goes into politics and he has no money and he's so humble and down to earth is downright rubbish. Matter of fact, that is the most easily corrupted man there can ever be. Let me say that one more time. The idea of the downtrodden peasant who goes into politics, has no money, but he's just walking around because that's rubbish. Political campaigns are extremely expensive, and if you see anybody tell you, say them just a normal person and I'm just so humble and down to earth to run an election campaign, then that shows that somebody fund it, and whoever fund it, right, then they have to go repeat that somebody somewhere somehow. So I don't buy into the struggling peasant in politics, who don't care about, doesn't have no money and he don't care about money, he's just doing it from the goodness of his heart. Alright. Matter of fact, if I was the type of person who was looking for a country to buy out and exploit, that's the kind of politician I would look for. Show me the struggling peasant. Right? That's some fairy tale thing with them telling up on TV. If you get to the heart and win the hearts and minds, it's unicorn meat. History has proven that time and time again. Now, when I tell them to start chopping and get chopped, because there was a picture going around of umbrella all up on a signboard, pay politician minimum wage. Now I don't know if the sign is so ridiculous, I wonder if it's a meme. That must be a meme. If umbrella hold up a sign say pay politician minimum wage before him going to power, that might be the second stupidest thing you ever see. Might be. I remember umbrella is starting to build up a collection of ridiculous things he has said over the years. That's second. Might be. Second or third. We know what's number one. Number one was when him say, if you go in a power, you can sleep with the door open. That right there, so you can't talk that. That is the single most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Right? And this is remember, even by Ironman political standards, that is the single most ridiculous thing I've ever heard somebody step on a political campaign. Right? That a country and that have at least 2-3 decades of topping murder charge. Right. When I go into politics, I can sleep with the woman. So if that sign me see my whole up about pay politician minimum wage, right, that's right there, so that means I miss catch up and get chopped. People say, when him never in a power, him did say, this is why I can't feel sorry for him. Because he won't grow up. Just like him say, when I was a child, I think and act like a child. Now I'm a man, I put away childish things. If you take politicians' words seriously when they're in a power, grow up. If you take somebody in the opposition words, Mark Golding is in opposition right now. If you take Mark Golding seriously, if you take not to come out of Mark Golding words more seriously, you're childish. Grow up. The fact that you took Umbre's words seriously, grow up. Even if you pick them in my family right now, go for one of them and say, what do you think about this? This person said that they won't fall for it. You're an adult that fall for foolishness. When somebody's not in office and not in power and they want to get in power, they will tell you that bag juice is champagne and Kisco is Hennessy. Grow up. I can't believe this is why it's called Politricks. The fact that I can't believe when him never in the office, him did say, and when him go in the office, him do. Grow up. This is why I don't get as worked up as no people, because you see the reason why remember disappointment come from expectations. It's because you expect so much why you get disappointed. When MPs say them hungry, are you really trying to tell me say you don't get nothing under the table? Man, cut the crap and let me feel unicorn. I don't go talk about this because this is the next argument, The politicians and people say, well, MP barely make ends meet, so are you trying to convince me that MPs and all these people, politicians, now get nothing under the table? Nobody now give them nothing for get that contract, and nobody now give them nothing for your son. Everybody in the Iron Man eat a food except MPs. From the businessman to the pastor to the police, everybody. Right? But MPs are not. The only money them go home with is them salary. Cut the crap. That's it. See, that's the thing, when time, like, them start making it sound like, well, we need to do this because, the pay is... That's the part making it start making it sound like MPs. Now get more than a little thing on the side. Only now I did for hungry. Right? I still think politics should be a reward basis, pay by reward. Right? There's a flat salary, and if you achieve certain goals, you get more. Right? I'm all for that. But this only for MP I did for hungry. I mean, it's a hard sell. It's one of the reasons why the public is like, we don't believe you. It's a hard sell. The whole, MPs, boy, we need because them have to drive and then MPs can't afford gas. I mean, yeah. That's a stretch. Still, Prime Minister Umbre deserve all the maggot right now. All the backlash. Right. He deserves all of it, in my opinion. You know why? Cause him too enough. As when you're young, your granny or your mother, your auntie, that's why you're too enough. You're too enough. You see, this is somebody who him own a yard in a shambles and go on a foreign and try to sort out people's problems. This is somebody who is the political leader of a country that remains on top of the murder chance, crime chance, and find time gone all over the world, all over the region, both to my help fight crime. Too enough. In my opinion, if Umbrella do some serious numbers, I get some serious results, especially when it comes down to things that people can't see, like crime and murders and everything there, and then the pay go raise, it would be a much easier thing for shop to the public. And because as far as the public is concerned, there's been no real drastic shift in anything, especially considering say him go back to back in the election. It's not like, alright, he's brand new, so him need time. He's been around long enough now. Remember, this is the man who say he can't sleep with the door open. I don't feel sorry. Deserve all him get. Right. The new legislation them should have finished up long time. In our House of Parliament, back and forth, one bag of chatting, right, with opposition. Up chat. Right. Remember him did come out and say soon. In the last year, he come out and say soon, like say by January, February latest. No. Right. Within the middle of me, nothing. It's chat. Right. So now, that's what they excel at. Right. They're YouTubers. Right. PNP, JLP, they're YouTubers. They do exactly what YouTubers do. Chat. Right. And that's coming from somebody who literally specializes in bad-minded scammers, right, and making up things to get views. But they're YouTubers. Your favorite MP, your senator, they're YouTubers. With them, everything they see, they're on a platform a chat. When they see your favorite MP or senator, he's on some platform a chat. Right. If we say, alright, we want inflation to come down by this, not happening. We want murders to drop on our toes, not happening. Right. We want the amount of people who are graduated to have this amount of subjects and this amount of fees, not happening. We want this amount of route, not happening. But then can chat about the issue though. Just chat about the issue. So they're YouTubers. So, let me say, I don't feel sorry for Umbre. After that hate stunt, Sorry. Deserve all the backlash him a get. Jump on plane gone. Your own house step on fire and you gone a foreign. You gone a next country. Gone to the hose boy you put out fire in the next country. And that him doing. Him own a country. Right, want sort out and him not sort it out. But he want go sort out next man country. But Captain, save a country. Save your own. Save Spanish Town. Save Mobile. Save South St. Andrew. Right. That's your business. Mr. Political Leader, that's what you should consider. That's what you feel like when you lie down in bed at night time. You wake up in the middle of the night like, Mobby! Oh God, I had a bad dream. I go back to bed. Right. I saw him wake up in the middle of the night, that's what. If you lie down and sleep, and as he reach about 2 hours night sleep, he just jump up. Maxfield! Sorry. When your wife say, what go on, Andrew? I just have a dream. So St. Andrew stress me out. Right. Instead, middle of the night I jump up. Haiti! Hey, we need help, Haiti. We need help, Haiti. What I'm telling Andrew? Haiti has stressed me out. How can I help Haiti? Man, cut the crap and start with your own country first. Deserves all he gets. See, Prime Minister Umbre can point to certain things and tell us in this issue we have 3% and 3.5% annum year on year. That don't mean nothing to the man on the street. People only notice things like them light bill. People notice too much gas costs. People notice too much people are dead. People notice when time them do. When time them pay. When them give them the lunch money. How much money left in them bank account in the month. These are the things the public notice. When them say, yeah, but doing an excellent job because 3.2% per annum growth. Public don't know that or feel that. Right? They don't that doesn't translate to the public. Right? When them see them JPS bill, when them see right how much them pay, right? When time they put them say, mommy, lunch money and them get lunch money and them walking and them search back in them purse and them wallet, that's what them notice. So this one part, yeah, but what about this 2.7.6.57% go per annum year on year? Right? I don't mean nothing to nobody. People notice that last year the bread cost $2 and this year it cost 10. That's what the public notice. So as me say, I don't really buy into the whole struggling, starving politician thing, even though most of them make all the money on the side and at the table, but I would not be against a reward system for politicians. A flat pay, and then when certain special targets are met, something more go upon it. So that's just my views. Big up my view. Anyway, Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Ultra squad, see you circling. Bless.